Thanks for your nice introduction. Buongiorno, ciao a tutti. Good morning, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed the conference and this beautiful town so far. I'm going to present a paper which I wrote with my colleague and friend, Robert Bucher, who is also in the field of computer sciences in Vienna, at the University in Vienna. And our paper deals with the use of AI in higher education. As mentioned before, we use a Google Notebook LLM. So I will start with a short introduction, then I will say a little bit about the educational context, the course structure, and the students' feedback, and I will close with some conclusions. As mentioned before, I'm the head of the eHealth Institute on JOANNEUM in Austria, and Robert Bucher is the expert in user experience design. In the field of digital health and eHealth, we dealt very much with issues like interoperability and terminologies and data protection and so on. But I think user experience is one of the most important issues at all for digital health. And our main objective was to develop a procedural model that prepares the students and teachers for the demands of the professional world, referring to AI. As you all know, AI has changed almost everything, and it changed the world of work. Not every profession, think of a nurse, unless the medical documentation is referred, AI will not substitute them. Especially for software developers, for software design, AI is very, very critical today and has changed enormously. And one of the main topics is that companies are hiring few junior staff because the tasks of the juniors are examined by the seniors, and the juniors do not have the chance to get experience. So that is a very great problem nowadays, and that is a consequence that the juniors have to start on a higher level at the working place, and they have to perform more quickly, more qualitative, and therefore education must also change. As you know, students and teachers must demonstrate a higher level of competence in AI literacy, and they have to get used to AI tools. We have a great discussion on our university whether we should use one tool or another tool. In my opinion, that is nonsense, because all tools are very volatile at this time, and it makes no sense to focus on one tool. Although our administration wants to have one tool, which is called Mischak, and it's a European tool, and I think the main reason is data protection issues and also other things. So for education, we have to improve the basic skills of our students, for example, for user experience design, and increase productivity and quality, given the same workload as before. So the good news are students are not only allowed to use AI, they are encouraged to do so. And this is more or less the policy of our institute. Otherwise, they would be graded low. So they have to use AI tools. And they have to declare which tools they use. How to use. So, of course, there's a trade-off between the meaningful integration of AI tools on the one hand and the academic integrity and the assessment standards on the other hand. So our approach was to have a blended learning concept, integrating the Google Notebook LLM as an AI-supported learning tool. And what it looks like in a few words, we have about 100 curated questions and answers. And the basis are textbooks, several textbooks of user experience design. And as you can see, Robert is the author of all these books, so we have no concern with copyright and so on. And we have, in the Google Notebook LLM, you can manage all the content. You can control the content. It's not a free AI, but it is curated. That is very important. And the students have about 100 questions and answers, and they have to prepare for the on-person sessions. So the educational context of our master degree program is, it is called eHealth or digital health, as you like. We have two possibilities to study eHealth. We have digital health technologies or digital transformation healthcare. And we want to prepare our students for their professional roles in the healthcare sector or in the informatics sector. And they have to develop, evaluate, or manage digital health technologies. The background of our students is from computer science or from health professionals like nurses or doctors and so on. And they typically work part-time in the industry or the healthcare sector. One comment to the EU, European Act of Artificial Intelligence, and what it means to universities in Europe. There are a lot of requirements. I want to focus only on these three: transparency, human in the loop, and AI literacy. It's very important for universities, for teachers as well. And it depends a little bit on the role you have as university, if you're developing AI or if you only use it. And there's a high-risk category. There are only two examples for high-risk categories in the EU AI Act. One is students' assessment, and the other one is admission of students, which are not allowed to be performed only by AI. Everything else is low-risk categories, almost. So that's the background for our university, and the course structure of this course is as follows. We have 2.5 European credit transfer points. We calculate 25 hours per point, so it is about 60 hours, and there are three parts. There are the in-person lectures, the self-directed study, and the exam preparation and assessment, divided in a third each point. We have 4 in-person sessions, so very long sessions, of course, between which the students are preparing themselves with Google Notebook LLM. And in the in-person session, we have oral examinations. So this is a kind of flipped classroom approach maybe. And to show you an overview, here you have the 4 sessions. The first session starts, of course, with the introduction in the course and the first work group practice and so on. And then you have the self-directed preparation of each student. And then is the next session, and there's an oral exam. Okay, I think that is very clear. And the core tension of this approach is to divide between AI-supported preparation and the face-to-face assessment. And we think that the face-to-face oral examination is the integrity mechanism for our course, and is able to prepare this integrity and high standard of assessment. And the good news are, thanks to AI, the oral examination is back. And I'm very fond of oral examinations, and I want to remind you of the dialogue between the teacher and pupils referring to Socrates. And I think it is the gold standard in education to have oral examinations. So the first in-person session introduces to the main course, and here the students learn UX in the field of display systems used in public transportation. That the idea is that there's something they don't need any preparation before. Everyone knows public transportation, and everyone has been confused by them. And that is the idea of this first session, to get the buy-in of the students in this. So when I'm in Berlin or I'm in, don't know, in London, I always use Google Maps and not the local plans because of usability. So the session 2, here we have a usability testing, and we have eHealth experience. So with the experience of the first session and the preparation by Google Notebook LLM, they can now deal with digital health displays. And this example for you on the left side is a nursing discharge letter of the hospital in German. Okay. But they learn to deal with this. And then they have a work group, and during the work group, the teacher will make a face-to-face oral examination with every one of them. 2 questions. The third session is a new topic. It is accessibility, which is very important for eHealth as well. And it is done the same way. So I can go on. And the 4th session was about remote usability testing. Students learn the cons and pros of remote usability testing. And here, as added value, we have an external expert who was online in the session. He was in New York. He has a company which provides this remote usability testing frameworks. And there was also an oral examination, and the students had the opportunity to discuss with the teacher and an external expert. So, after all, what we did was we separated AI-supported learning from AI-free practice in the sense. I think that's the major point here. You see AI preparation curated, everyone for his own, but group practice and oral examination, no AI. The feedback of the students, I think, was quite nice. We have 23 students in this course. It was the first time we had this course, and 5 participated in the evaluation. 4 rated very good, and 1 good. And what students liked was the practice-oriented teaching, the joint discussion of real examples, the independent preparation using Google Notebook LLM, and the external expert in the 4th session. So I'm coming to the end, and our conclusion is as follows. Challenges are to prepare students for higher entry levels for their learning. Therefore, they have when they have to start on a higher level, they have to be prepared for higher competence in their basic skills of the field, and also a higher quality in AI supported work. And also very important is to enhance the AI literacy of the teachers in the university. And we think that our concept looks promising, and we will develop it further. And the final thought of my talk is AI didn't make our course easier. It made learning deeper. We think that the technology freed up classroom time for exactly what AI cannot do, to think together, to discuss together. Remember the dialogue of Socrates, and I think that looks very fine for us. And we will have it next year, improved, of course, and we will have it in other courses in my eHealth Master program. Thank you.
Wow.